Hello everybody, welcome back to 2K21. I know that you're probably thinking, why are we in the auctions? I often get asked about the auction house in 2K. And they say, how's the auction? Are there like no cards? Are cards cheap? If you watch, you can get cards cheap. It's not like everything is expensive. I mean, if you go to Galaxy Opal, you'll see LeBron's going for a lot. Like, there's a lot of cards that are just expensive for no reason. And there's some reason behind it. Now, if you look, like all the current 2020, if I want a card, I can still get it. It's just I may, if I want to get it now, will have to pay a lot of money. Because I can get this card right now for 50k. Do I want to pay 50k? No, I don't. All of the new cards are available. Almost all the heat check cards are available. It's that we have everything. Just if you were on console, it'd be way greater in numbers. Now, if you look, this Larry Bird card is a very old card. There's only 2. Now, there's a chance there is none of some cards. Because you're not really pulling older cards. Now, there are cards that I just don't have. And I could just put 100k bids every time I find them. This Dikembe Mutombo. There's one on the market, and I have 200k bid on him. Now, are there some really expensive cards that just cost a lot of money? Yes. The Zion card is probably going for 200k. I gotta find some really good cards. The Sabron card is always going for over 200k. Let's put 160k on him. Let's see if we get outbid, or if we're not even high enough. Nope, we're not high enough. We're not going for him again. Moses Malone. None. Like, there are a lot of cards that you just plain and simple can't buy. It's like this Klay Thompson card. I recommend this card almost every video. Every video, the cheapest one you can get is for 50k. Our market is not dead. It's just less. Like, there's no John Wall cards, and if there was one up, he'd be going for 1.2 million. All of these possessed Halloween cards go for at least 5 to 600k. And there's no exceptions. No exceptions. Now, they're only at 100k right now. But that's only because people haven't found it yet. That John Havlicek, 260k. Like, if you look, these, it's like, there's cards. Just, some of them go for a lot. There's a lot of random cards that just go for a boatload of money, but it's the same amount every single time. Like, I can't afford this Tracy McGrady card. I don't think I ever will be able to. I can kind of afford the LeBron. As you can see, that one's going for like 1.3, almost 1.4 million. So it's not like our market is dead. As I said, it's less. This Anthony Davis card, I wanted to get him so bad, but the cheapest he was ever going for was like 800k. And the most expensive he was going for was about $5-6 million. Now, there is our community hub. If you look, the largest sale yesterday was for a bronze card for 33 million. On console, I don't even think either console has something that high. LeBron sold for 93 million. That doesn't even make sense. He was available. Like, our stats and stuff just don't make sense. They never do. They never do. Our availability, it's not like it's really low, because if you just pick like a theme, we have cards. We really do have cards. And if you want to look expensive, you don't have to look very far. I think if I go and look in the premium, where is it? Clutch Kobe card? This card was going for 15k at one point, was going for 1 million at one point. You can get this Jason Kidd cheaper than you can get this Kobe Bryant. And this Michael Jordan is extremely cheap because you could get them with tokens. There's just many cards that if you look, they are just expensive. Like this Hakeem is significantly less expensive. It was going for 200-300k. I was looking at this Giannis. It's going for 200-300k. It's cards with higher rarity go for, I sound kind of dumb, a lot more. I wish I could just be like, oh, I know exactly what cards go for a lot, but there's a lot of cards that go for a lot. Wow, Pete Maravich is still going for a buy now. At one point, he's going for 16k. 16. This James Worthy, I don't even think I bought him. I think I packed him. Went for 100k, but I locked him in, so I can't. I have 2 starters, which is physically not possible. The International. Peja, both of those cards I could have bought. Let's look at Tracy McGrady. Not very much. Like, you could just get expensive cards if you just want expensive. Like the White and Derrick Rose both go for way over 100k. I want both of them. But if you look at like Pantheon, Kobe still goes for $1 million every time. It's not a question. Shaq also goes for $1 million every time. As I said, our market is not empty. It's just lighter. Like, this LeBron card has never gone for less than 300k. I've never been able to pick him up. This Colin Sexton, I want him really bad. He never went for buy now. Not once. None of these cards have went for buy now. I got this card today for like 60 or 80k or something. He was going for $1 million. He has a buy now. Like, if there was a current pack out, I could just show you, like I normally do, that the new cards always go for a lot. And I always say, don't get new cards. It doesn't make any sense. They'll always be too expensive. There's never a need for you to go, oh yeah, I definitely need that card. No, you don't need that card. It's never going to work out for you. Ooh, I have an idea of how I'm going to do the thumbnail for this video. And it'll work too. So, if anybody ever questions should they get 2K for their PC, do you have a good enough PC to run average games? Because this game isn't hard to run. It's just hard to record on. Because you'll get screen tearing if you don't record in 1440p. But if you only have a 60 hertz monitor, I don't know if it's the same. You got to do certain settings. You can't have certain settings on, and it's very annoying. All cards are available. We have a weird market where it's very easy to snipe cards. And I don't want to say how I do it, because if I tell you how I do it, other people are going to do what I'm doing. And it'll just make it harder for me to be able to snipe cards. As you can see, we have always cards going up. It's not like we have a super dry market. It's not like you're playing on console and the game's a year old and you're still trying to get cards. No, we got more cards than that. It's just when a card is like a bigger card, there are physically less of them because the odds are lower. Plus, we have less people ripping packs at all times. So it becomes a little bit more challenging to be able to pick up some of the better cards. Like, I got this Jimmy Butler for like 30k, and I'm not even slightly, I don't remember, I think that's right, but I don't think I got him for more than that. Let's put 150k on this card, because I don't have him, and he was going for boatloads of money. I still don't think we'll get him, but it's fun just to bid on cards to see if we can get him. Yeah, see, we're not getting another LeBron, but y'all already know that. Let's get our 160k back. I'm just hoping that we get this Dikembe. I don't know. I have more videos coming out today. And if you ever have a question about the auction house, I can always answer a question for you. It might take a little while. Some people comment, and it's a weird time. I had somebody comment at like 1 a.m. I'm not up at 1 a.m. So it'll take till like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning for me to be able to respond. But I'll always try to respond as long as it's a question and you're not saying a phrase I can't do anything with. Oh, this is a cool video. Like, the only thing I can really say is thanks. But if you have a question like, is the new whoever good? As long as they're not $1 million card, I can tell you if they're good. Is this Lamar Odom card good? For me, no. I don't like him at all. It's not that I don't like Lamar Odom. His animations are just weird and he plays slow. I didn't buy any of these cards. Oh, yeah, this was that card. Because there were cards that I was looking at before this video, and I was thinking, well, who's going for a lot? I think it's Team Up Ray Allen is going for 2 million coins. So, there are a lot of cards that are just random expensive. And there are cards who just aren't that expensive. I always will say, oh, get this card, or oh, get that card. A lot of the times, I don't think it out and just be like, oh, I should probably find them in the auction house first. Like, I love this card. And should you get him? Yes. Should you get him for 70k? No. You should try to bid and get him at least for like 25. There's the... Who was it? Where is he put? Where is he put? No. Definitely it's got to be Flash. It's not Flash. Where was it? I don't remember. It's not Clutch. It's not Finals. No. No. I don't remember. That Lonzo card that came out was really good. I really liked that card. But our market, it's like I've said a couple times, it's just there's not a lot of everything, but there's some of everything. We're never like, oh, we can't get whoever. Like, is it? Oh yeah. I got a question for you guys. So I look at my coaches and I look at like diamond coaches. Now all of our diamond coaches go for like 100k. And the thing is, it's weird because really nobody's watching the market. So you could see that the balanced coach, there's 2 up, there's 2 going for 200k. Now, do I want a balanced coach? Kind of. The jerseys are cheap. I don't have any questions about that. But our diamond contract packs are ridiculously expensive. Now, I would say on average, our cards go for 150 to 200k for a diamond contract. And I have one, and I'm not selling him. Now, our diamond shoes go for at least 50k. Like, some go for more, some go for less. I sold a shoe that went for 150k, and I had a friend sell a shoe that went for 300k. 300k, and I only sell duplicates. I am a sneakerhead. So for me, I'm collecting one of everything. And if I have an extra, I'd sell it, put it on somebody. I always have a thing to be like, oh, I need all these shoes. And I thought like collecting shoes was going to be something important, or they counted towards card total. But then I found out it didn't, and I was like, oh, that's dumb. So I want to know, how much are contracts for you? Like diamond contracts for you, because our gold contracts and everything are cheap. Like, we have a lot of cards available, but for me, that's the one question I got. How much are your diamond contracts? I only have one, and I didn't buy it. I think I just did my XP, because you can get a diamond consumables pack every season in a diamond contract. I think I got a diamond contract from the consumables, or I got it from the board. I don't remember. I know I only have one, though. So come back in just a little while, and we will be doing our spotlight challenges for Julius Randle. We did end up picking him up, and he's not going for very much anymore. If I would have just waited, I could have saved so much money. I spent over 200k for 3. No, I spent almost 300k for 3 cards, but that's not good. And we'll have to see how these cards perform. I already have a little bias towards this Francis card because I've used him quite a bit. And this Julius Randle, there's a reason I give the review in the second game and not the first, because I can truly tell you how I feel about them in both situations, playing triple threat and regular. So, if you have any more questions about the auction, just tell me, and I'll try to answer it the best that I can. Like, I have quite a bit of knowledge on this, well, the PC side of 2K, because it seems like a lot of other people are just playing on consoles, and it's fine to play on consoles. There's literal no difference in quality of game. I mean, if you have next gen, you can't do next gen currently, but I think as the next one comes out, you will be able to use your next gen graphics. So if you're waiting to get into 2K, I would wait, if you don't have your computer yet, to see what you will need for next gen to play 2K, because I'm going to need a new computer if I even hope to record videos, because I don't think it'll be very demanding, because 2K is a very simple game. There's always loading screens to get everything together so you can do everything. So, if you got any questions, comment them down below. Let me know. Peace.